So this is a story of how I got $500,000 in 10 minutes. And this is especially relevant if you are looking to start a business or if you're entrepreneurial at all. So here's how it happened. At the end of 2021, I applied to Y Combinator, which is the best startup accelerator. A startup accelerator basically gives you an investment and then gives you a lot of guidance and support as you're growing your business so you can launch your business effectively. Now, their standard deal is to invest $500,000, and Y Combinator notoriously gives this investment after only a 10-minute conversation on Zoom. So today I'm going to talk about part one of how to get this $500,000 investment because I got it in 2022. The first step to applying is filling out this application right here online. And there are only about 20 questions on the application, but only about 7% of those that apply actually end up getting an interview, which is the final process of getting into Y Combinator. So today I'm going to talk about how to write an effective application. If you're writing your Y Combinator application, I would highly recommend reading this essay by Paul Graham. It's online if you Google Paul Graham Write Simply. Paul Graham was basically one of the co-founders of Y Combinator back in March 2005. In fact, he actually co-founded it with his wife, which is really interesting. But Paul Graham also frequently writes essays. He's a thought leader on the startup ecosystem and how to create an effective company. And in March 2021, he wrote this essay called Write Simply. Although it was not directly meant for those that are applying to Y Combinator, I think that Paul Graham and other Y Combinator partners that currently read applications actually abide by the same principles while they are reading Y Combinator applications. So essentially, he encourages people to write simply. The number one rule of a Y Combinator application is that it needs to be concise. If you can't write your business simply and communicate your business simply, how are you going to be able to build your business, market your business? The very first iteration of my own application was extremely long, and then I read this essay and basically went through and filtered out all of the fluff. If you're looking to get that $500,000 investment in just 10 minutes, making sure that your business is concise, clear, and you're a good communicator is the first step. Hit plus for part 2 on how to get into Y Combinator. If you don't want to wait for the full series to drop on TikTok, I also published a YouTube video on this a couple months ago. You can head to the YouTube channel in my bio to watch the full video, but I have 2 videos on how to get into Y Combinator and how my experience was. See you there.